So for those of you who may not know the whole story, right? I started 6 weeks ago, and the plan was to lose 6 kilograms within those 6 weeks, which is around 13 pounds. And it was it would be possible if I would have follow a strict diet or have a better plan how to approach it, but I didn't, you know. I did freestyle it to a certain degree. I only had the one, like not one, but a few basic rules, right? One was I wanted to exercise every day with Rucking, which is like basically carrying a heavy backpack on my back and exercise every day, plus having intermittent fasting, which means I would be not eating in the morning, or at least no sugars until like noon, and then I would eat like usual, just adding more proteins, which I didn't follow every time. So starting with 108.5 kilo, which is like 239 pounds. The first week I went even up because unfortunately I got sick. I caught some common cold, and I had to slow down. I was lowering the weight on my in my backpack, and I was going shorter distance, but I was still going every day. But yeah, my body just reacted weird, and instead of losing weight the first week, I actually gained like 2 pounds, and that set me back a little, and you know, was frustrating, was a little demotivating, but it kept going. And then the next 4 weeks were actually fine. I was going every day. I was going very regularly, and I was really enjoying it. I was adding the distance. You know, I even did 10k Ruck instead of the usual 4 to 6 kilometers, and it felt great, to the point that actually instead of like keeping it reasonable, you know, I started adding weight on top, right? So not only increasing the distance, not only not planning any rest days for this 6 weeks, I also was trying to see how high can I go with the weight. So at some point I reached 27 kilos in the backpack, which is like 60 pounds, and it felt manageable, let's say. And so I kept going every day, you know, between 4 and 6 miles depending on the day. And then I also increased the weight, and what happened is my weight was going down, which was good, but at some point my feet gave up. Basically no rest days, high load in the backpack, and the daily exercise all combined caused my Achilles tendon to get inflamed. And in the last week, like I think it was Tuesday of the last week, the pain got so sharp that I could actually not go anymore and had to stop. So the last week I didn't like I went 2 days, and then I had to stop until the week was over, and which basically slowed down the weight loss. And I still did lose some weight in the last week, but it was like maybe 1 pound, maybe not even. And yeah, so that felt frustrating. On the other hand, that taught me a lot of valuable lessons, right? Like, if you have a plan, don't try to experiment too much. I mean, yes, you can change something, but change one variable and give it some time, test it how it feels, right? Is it sustainable? Does it fit with the other attributes? And after a few weeks, you can test the next one, change the next one, and keep going. So all in all, I haven't reached my goal of 13 pounds. I only lost 9 pounds. But considering how good it felt, how easy it felt to lose these 9 pounds in 6 weeks, considering that I was actually every day looking forward to go out and do the distance, that made it so much different to what I had before, right? Like, oh, I would like to eat something, but I can't, I'm on diet. Oh, I have to go to the gym today, and I have to do it, rather than, oh, when can I go? Can I go right away, after I wake up? And also, I think the most important part was that with the activity that I picked, which is like Rucking, it had a different impact on my body, right? So I didn't struggle with the usual, which was like, normally if I would go and use some very intense exercises like heavy weightlifting or CrossFit, after them I would be starving, I would be super hungry, and I would basically stuff myself with sweet food, with unhealthy stuff, and that would basically ruin the caloric deficit. With Rucking, I was going every day, most days in the morning, even on an empty stomach, or just having a bulletproof coffee, and then going. And even after walking for an hour or two, coming back, I still didn't feel very hungry. I could go on with the day, and those sugar cravings were not there, which if someone would tell me before this, I was like, nah, that's not possible. If you exercise, you get hungry. It is what it is, right? But it wasn't. So that was like the surprising part of this type of exercise, that it's low impact, but it also comes with other benefit, which is like my metabolism was kicking in a higher gear. I felt like my whole body was working, and I didn't have to do much caloric deficit. At least I felt like I wasn't really cutting on the calories, but the weight was nicely falling down. And after the exercising in the morning, I felt energized. I felt, in a very good mood. While if I would be doing some heavy exercise in the morning, like very intense CrossFit, I would be tired in the afternoon. I would be sleepy in the afternoon. So that didn't really work well with my 9-to-5 job before. Now it's it gives me energy, and that's another added benefit. So from yesterday, it's because I finished on Sunday and today is Tuesday, so I am starting another 6-week cycle, this time armed with some more knowledge, with experience from those mistakes that I did. And let's see, you know, the same goal, same time, so it will be again 6 weeks with the aim of losing 6 kilograms or 13 pounds, and hopefully I can reach it this time, because I will adjust. So basically the changes that I'm adding is I will not push the distance, you know, I will try to walk for like 1 hour a day on those days that I'm actually going Rucking, which will be probably 4 days a week, and for 3 days a week I will do some other exercises, basically CrossFit or weightlifting, so that my feet will get a few days to recover, you know, all the tendons and the parts that actually have to carry my body weight plus the backpack. That's one thing. And the second thing is I'm actually pulling back on the weight that I will be using, you know, instead of going up to 60 pounds, I will limit it to around 20 kilos, which is like 45 pounds. Keep this weight for the whole 6 weeks, and eventually play either with the distance, so like maybe going slightly more than the 4 or 5 kilometers, or playing with the pace, right? Like I saw that you can get really good results if you start mixing the speed, so basically doing intervals. So that will be the plan, and we'll see how it will go in the next 6 weeks. If anyone would be interested in like joining me on this challenge, you know, I will leave some links in the description. You can either join my school community, or we can hop on a call and you know, make some personal plan, and then just share the journey, you know, the shared journey between you and me, or you and me and the rest of the group. And yeah, we'll see what we can achieve in the next few weeks. So I hope to see you there, my friend.